Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. So basically I was taking some drives, and this M6 finally cracked open after hitting a really good drive. Actually made contact here, and I felt it. It was a good contact, but then unfortunately this came off. So now, as you can see here, you can see inside of it. So is cracked completely now. Before it was kind of like this, where you couldn't really see inside, but now unfortunately it's completely cracked, as you can see. I took another drive with it, and it does feel a little different. I don't think it does affect the performance, but the sound has started to change a little. So because it's a really nice driver, what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply some epoxy glue all through here and get it to stick together, wait for like 24 hours, and then take some shots and see if there's any difference, or see if it will continue to break. So this is the glue that I'm going to be using. Is Golfworks shafting epoxy. Is basically a mix, black glue with clear glue. You're supposed to mix it together. It's the stuff that you normally use to glue irons into the shaft, but I'm gonna just apply it all through here and then just let it dry and see what happens. Okay, so I applied equal amounts here. Now I have to just mix it really good. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna apply it into the crown, all through it right here, and just be generous with it. I'm gonna apply most of this, and unfortunately it's not gonna look the greatest, but we'll see if it will. Hopefully it won't break, but this is just the last thing that I will do for this driver. You know, if it breaks, then I will open it up and I will see how it's built inside. Okay, so it's going to be something like that. I'm not pressing too hard on it. Okay, so I will clean any excess glue from here, but I don't want to clean it too much because I want to make sure it sticks together. Okay, so let me give you a view of what it looks like right now. I'm gonna let it dry for like 24 hours. I did cover the entire crack. As you can see, it doesn't look very pretty, but we'll see if this will fix the crack. So I did cover everywhere here. I'm not sure if I needed to do more, apply more on the sides, but that did cover the entire crack. So I'm gonna let it dry now and wait 24 hours to 48 hours and see what happens. All right, so it's been 2 days and I can safely say that it's dry now completely. So I will take it to the simulator, hit some shots, and hopefully it will stay in place. The sound was definitely different even from the first time I got this, with the crack that wasn't completely open. So I think I should have done this from the very beginning. So I'm gonna take a few more shots and see what happens, but so far it looks pretty good. Okay, so that's pretty good. It feels a little different. Especially on impact. It doesn't have the sound that it had the very first time I got it. So basically I'm talking about the sound, that empty sound that it had the first time I got it, which when it was cracked, but it wasn't completely cracked. So I think now I kind of like fill it in with the epoxy glue, and the sound is completely different. It does feel like it's a little more solid. I even had my son hit some shots. He's got like 115 swing speed, and nothing happened. Everything, the club face is fine. I don't think it's gonna break. I think it's something that I should have done from the very beginning. Just epoxy glue to it. The epoxy glue will just it'll probably prevent the crack from expanding. And actually one of my subscribers recommended for me to do that, and I didn't do it. I just left it the way it was, and then little by little I guess it just expanded and it cracked. Again, I don't think it's affecting the performance. I mean, it does go, I get good distance with this driver, and it is forgiving here and there. So if you have any cracks, make sure to apply this epoxy glue. It seems to work pretty good. I know it's not pretty, obviously. It's not gonna look like your driver should look, but it will definitely prevent it from cracking. So before you throw away a good driver, if you have a crack, I would highly recommend to try the epoxy glue, and then test it to see if the performance is still there or not. I think it's not altering any performance in any way. All right, guys, so that was it for the video. So basically I played an entire 18 holes on the simulator, and my son hit a few shots. I don't think it's gonna, it may crack maybe on the sides, I don't know. I think it's something that I should have done from the beginning. I don't think it is affecting performance, but my point is that if you have any cracks, just use the epoxy glue. It works pretty good, I would say. And another subject that I want to talk about, I'll probably make another video, is that it's been interesting because I was gaming my M1 when it cracked, and basically I put the shaft that I did a review on it a month ago, and basically it seems like the shaft is giving me a lot more distance than the club head. So it's kind of hard to explain, but what I want to say is that it feels to me that this shaft right here is more stable, and I think it gives me more distance, more than the club head itself. So between the M1 and an M6, I know there's some differences. I know that in the M6 you're gonna get a little more forgiveness on the toe or the heel. That I agree, but I think the distance itself, if you catch it off the middle or close to the middle, I think you're gonna see a bigger difference in the shaft, because I went back to gaming the M1 with this new shaft, the aftermarket shaft, and I'm hitting pretty good shots, very solid shots, even if it's an old driver head. So I would highly recommend, guys, if you are gonna get a new driver, make sure to experiment with shafts, because if you get the right shaft, that's gonna be a better investment. You're gonna hit better drives if you get the proper shaft. It doesn't matter if you get the latest Stel 2 or whatever it is, you have to have a proper shaft. And if you find the right shaft like I did, I think even if you fit like an old driver head, you're still gonna get good distance. I mean, it's not gonna change. So anyways, guys, so as far as the video, I don't want to, I'll probably make another video on that. If you have any cracks, small cracks or anything like that, use the epoxy glue. I'll leave the link in the description below. It seems to work pretty good. It's rubbery, so it feels like it's gonna, I would say, probably stay in it. If something happens, obviously I will give you an update on the channel. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Until next time.